literally couldn't even talk. Like, I kid you not. I remember people asking, "Are you okay?" Like, someone legitimately asked me, "Are you okay?" And I couldn't even say yes. I couldn't even say I'm fine. I couldn't even say no. I kid you not. I couldn't even open my mouth. Because that's how much, like, what was going through my mind, so much in my head. And then I remember. Alright, let me ask you guys this. Guys, a half empty kind of person or a half full kind of person? That really makes you look at how you look at life. If you go somewhere like where you never been before, okay, you meet either this person. Oh man, look at this view, bro. Look how cool it is, man. This is so cool. Like, I would so want to come back here, or like, I have to get a picture of this. Or have glass empty kind of person be like, yo, let's just go back. It's kind of boring. I don't want to be here type deal. Like, that's it. Just, it all depends on how you look at life, kind of, in this sort of thing. And in my opinion, this is gonna be a tough subject on this video. Depression. Let's be honest. We all had it. We all have it. It's gonna come once in your life, or more than once. If you know what I mean. You could always have it. It could go away. It is a struggle. It is a big deal. Like, and stuff like that. Me personally, I know I do crack a lot of jokes and stuff like that. A lot of people say that is how you cope with depression, or how you cope with it type deal. But that's not necessarily the case. I just like cracking jokes. If I do so in the video, it's nothing personal against anybody type deal. I'm not trying to make this a joke and stuff like that. I'm really not. That's just my personality. But this is Real Talk with K.M.B. Y'all better tune in. Depression comes a long way with me and stuff like that. I'll say probably since middle school type deal. That, like I said, that's when middle school is really when your, like, insecurities come and stuff like that. I feel like anxiety comes more during high school type deal. But like I said, I mean, definitely, like, kind of middle school, you start thinking of how people look at you and how you want to be like other people type deal and stuff like that. And that really does kind of get in your head and stuff like that. You see what people are wearing, you see what people are doing and stuff like that. And that can make you down on life because people are going to judge you and stuff like that. And like I said, throughout my other videos, we talked about, the first segment was about judging and stuff like that, being judged on, and how that can, get you insecurities and stuff like that. Then we talked about kind of like anxiety on, like, what's going on in your head and stuff like that. So definitely all this stuff does combine in a way with depression and stuff like that. Being judged on can make you feel like you're a lost person, makes you feel judged on and stuff like that. And it makes you feel like how you care, how you look and stuff like that. And then that's gonna come anxiety. That's gonna come where you feel like you're not good enough. You feel like a failure and stuff like that. Like, it all goes in your head. It really does and stuff like that. And sadly, you can't control it. I'm gonna be talking about that, how you really can't control it. Cause I remember in high school, right? I'm not gonna say like what necessarily what it was going on in my mind, but I can tell you how I feel. Basically, I remember it was like a Monday. Basically, I heard something that I wish I didn't hear, or saw something. I forgot what it was. Basically, I found out something. Let's just say that. I found out something that I wish I didn't found out. And it got to me, and I was tossing and turning that night, got no sleep, came to school tired, came to school out of it, didn't even care how I looked. As I talk about on videos, I love dressing up, looking nice. So the fact that I didn't care on how I looked or whatever is kind of said something a little. Basically, in a way, I was asking for someone to ask if I was okay. I just, some people noticed it. Some people said, "Dude, are you okay?" I just was like, I got so much on my mind. That's what I literally said. At least I talked at that point. Could talk, get things out of my mouth. He's I'll get to the story later. But then Wednesday, I said, or Tuesday night, I thought about it. I'm like, screw that, bro. Like, I ain't gonna care how I feel about the situation. I'm gonna deal with it my own way. So I built my confidence up, dressed in jeans, got a nice jacket on with that matching shirt with the matching shoes. I was like, "Aight, bro, let's do this thing." And then on Thursday, I found out, or I saw something which I didn't open it, and that honestly made me shut down. I couldn't even know how. Probably still can't explain it really. It's just literally so much is going in my mind where people saw it. Like, because my face is a very readable face. Like, you can see when I'm upset, you can see when I'm mad and stuff like that. I hate it that I have that where I'm very readable kind of person with my reactions, but it is what it is. I'm also a very honest person too. But I literally couldn't even talk. Like, I kid you not. I remember people asking, "Are you okay?" Like, someone legitimately asked me, "Are you okay?" And I couldn't even say yes. I couldn't even say I'm fine. I couldn't even say no. I kid you not. I couldn't even open my mouth. Because that's how much, like, what was going through my mind, so much in my head. And then I remember on Friday, I literally didn't know how to act. I didn't know if I should be my goofy self or be depressed or like act like nothing happened that the day before. Like, I didn't even know how to act. So like it was still running through my mind, and that year of school I didn't even know how to act. Or the rest of the school year. I didn't even know how to act. But let me say this. High school is gonna be the one of the roughest parts in your life and stuff like that. And stuff like that. I mean, then after high school, but guess what, dude? All those times that you cared on how people looked at you, all those embarrassing moments that happened to you, guess what? They all go away. I kid you not. Like, you literally, after high school, you can get a whole different job where nobody knows you and you can be a different person. You can be a better version of yourself than you were in high school. My old high school self pushed me to be the person I am today and stuff like that. I want to be talking like this if it wasn't for my old self. I want to have these thoughts and what I learned from my past if it wasn't for my past self. You know what I'm saying? You can also be so embarrassed on what happened in your past where you move away. But all I'm going to say is this. All those times that I stressed about things, I should have prayed about it. And yes, I did pray for, like I said, I feel bad for saying this. I used to use God as a genie. All those times that I used to stress about those things, yes, I did in a way kind of pray for those things, but at the same time, I still stressed about them. They do say in Christianity, for one of not necessarily a sin, but they do say don't stress about it. And truthfully, it is so true. And I get it, after high school, then you start stressing about money, and money is a very hard topic to talk about with people. And is you can't control it most of the time. But it's like I said, instead of stressing about it, I should have led it more towards God part and stuff like that. Because, like I said, without Him, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And honestly, of course, I still got hated on. Look at Jesus; he was considered the most perfect person, and he still got hated on. But at the same time, I don't let people get under my skin as much as I used to. I'm not as hot-headed as I used to be. I don't stress as bad as how I used to be. And this is another thing since we're talking about Christianity. The type of music that you listen to or watch, shows you watch or movies you watch can also lead in a way of depression too. Make it worse, consider it. I'm going to talk about more about music than TV shows, because how I dealt with my depression at a time is I listened to music, but I didn't listen to the right kind. I didn't listen to that joyful music that made me happy. Instead, I wanted to relate myself to more sad stuff. like Juice World, for example, how he talks about heartbreak and how he talks about doing drugs. I never did drugs. And so I couldn't really relate to it, but the heartbreak, the feeling, how you feel about girls and stuff like that. And that with the whole like family issues things and stuff like that. Like I said, I had a lot of family issues growing up. I related to that, but for my depression, I went towards that and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's more of like you shouldn't want to relate to people. You want something to make you happy. Like I said, I should have prayed more about it instead of giving up to these artists and stuff like that and trying to relate to them when I should have been what made me happy in the first place. What made me not think about the situation that's actually going on. Like I needed to try to figure it out instead I'm like I wanted to make it worse, it felt like. And I don't know why I did that, but I did that. You know, I'm not mean. I even try to make like sad boy music, but that's just I don't know what I was thinking. But it's yeah, it was very stupid of me, I guess. Not stupid of me, but like I now over the years, but then again, the past is your past. Okay, I learned over the years on what I should have did better and stuff like that, and you grow as a person. No matter what, you're always gonna grow as a person, though. End of the story. Like I said, growing as a person. I look up to my dad a lot for this whole like depression thing and stuff like that. When he goes through stuff, he doesn't necessarily cry about it. He literally just works through it and stuff like that. Like, again, like I said this in kind of recent videos, God puts challenges in your life for a reason so you can see the blessing and stuff like that. All those heartbreaks, all those struggles, all those people that left your life and stuff like that, guess what? God puts people in your life for a reason. You learn how to choose your friends. You learn how to choose the person who you become. You learn how to deal with things, if that makes sense. And I used to think that maybe if I had my headphones in and I just listened to music and everything was gonna be okay. No, that wasn't the case. I got up from my feet and I learned how to change. I learned to change to be better and stuff like that. And how do I put it? Instead of listening to things to make you more sad, try to find what makes you enjoy your life. Try to figure out what is your happy place and stuff like that. Like I said, traveling, I love to travel. I love to see new places and stuff like that. Most of the time why I like to see new places is because guess what? Nobody knows me there. Not just that, I also like see views and new towers and stuff like that and admire the view. But not just that though. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows about my past. I can meet new people and they won't know my history of what happened in my past, of what I said or what I did and stuff like that. But like I said, I mean, your high school is one of gonna be your probably most judging years. But guess what? You learn after high school, it don't matter on who cares or who judges you, bro. You shouldn't care. And then of the day, like it's so true. And I'm gonna say this, God got you. Like trust me, you do. It I am gonna talk about this subject. I did talk about it on my first episode before. Social media. Social media is a very, very big deal about depression. I know a lot of people that literally lay in bed and tell me, and they're just like, yeah, I don't really watch, like, I don't pay attention to, like, people's Snapchat stories or watch them because it makes me, like, feel sad about my life. Bro, get out of bed, bro. Go do stuff. And I get it. I don't know the situation that you're in, but at the same time, don't be thinking like that. I look on people's Snapchat stories of them doing something cool, and I'm like, bro, that does look dope, bro. Like, I want to do that one day. So I push myself to do that. And I'm like, yo, that does look dope. Okay, I want to go there too. So I go there. Like, I mean, not all necessarily all the time, but it's more as like, you got to think, you do think literally every day of that person's life is great? Do you really think that that person literally has the best day ever? Like, what is really going on behind the camera? You don't know. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has insecurities. Everyone has anxieties. Everybody has a struggle and stuff like that. You just don't know it because they don't show it on social media. In the end of the day, it's like nobody's life is the greatest life of all time. Okay? Like I said this already. God puts struggles in your life for a reason. So you learn. And a lot of that whole depression stuff, that's the devil talking. The devil wants you to be sad. He wants to be moping around. He wants to care on how people look at you and stuff like that. And he wants you to make you feel bad and stuff like that. But trust me, you are loved, bro. Trust me, people do care for you. People are going to be there for you. You have to think on the positive side, not always on the negative side. I used to think on the negative side. I didn't show it a lot, but I did think it and stuff like that. And yes, there is times where I still stress. There is times where I still struggle and stuff like that. But at the same time, I want to just get up from my feet and just work through it. I don't want to just sit around and mope around and say, like, why does this person have it better than me? Because I don't know what they actually do or not. I don't know what is in their shoes. Okay, like I said, I've been there. I done that and stuff like that. I don't support drugs. I'm literally gonna say this. Like, try not go that route. I do just gotta say that because, like I said, I'll talk about addiction and alcohol too, like, and stuff like that. Like, especially when you're sad, do not drink when you're sad. Trust me, it will lead into a very bad way because I witnessed it before. It never happened to me, thank God, but I witnessed it, and for that reason, I don't do that. Well, yeah, like, it can go a very bad way. Alcohol does not fix your problems. So I'm just gonna say that. But all I'm gonna say is I prayed about it, bro. Praying is one of the strongest things that you can do. And stuff like that. I went to church to help my depression. I went to church to go fix things. I prayed about things to get fixed. And now people see a positive me and they see a better version of me than I once was. And some people don't believe on how I used to be in my past and what I did and stuff like that. But guess what? In a way, I used to take offense to that. But honestly, I'm glad. Oh, good. You didn't know my past self. Let's keep it that way. So, like I said, I mean, just be a better person. Think on the positive side. I'm going to say this, pray about it. Praying, like I said, praying is the strongest thing that you can do. God does love you. The world doesn't hate you. I'm sorry, that's in your head. Just like I said, try to think positive, don't think negative. You know, you are going to get judged on, you are going to get hated on, but guess what? Jesus Christ was hated on, and guess what? He is the most loved person in this world. So, at the end of the day, God got you, but I'm going to say amen to that. But this is Real Talk with K.M.B. We out.